As you can see from the title, I was anti-LGBTQ before I became a part of it. Yo, yo, yo. What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. You're probably wondering what my title is about, and there's just something that I wanted to get off my chest because as a content creator and transgender advocate within the LGBTQ community, it just doesn't sit right with me to not let you guys know my past. I just wanted to talk about that. Before we hop into it, my name's Kyle, aka Prince Kyle, don't forget it. And I have an Instagram as well as a TikTok where I share my female to male transition as well as give tips to anybody that would like to hear about it. First, I know you see this. This is actually going to be my Halloween costume this year. Right now, it just makes a nice little decoration on my desk. Whew. I may be coughing my way through this video because I'm at the home stretch of COVID and I have a really nasty cough, so bear with me, please. I've already wasted your guys' time, so let's just hop right into it. As you can see from the title, I was anti-LGBTQ before I became a part of it. What the fuck? You're probably really confused because you're like,
Kyle, you literally advocate for this community. How could you have ever been a bully or anti-LGBTQ?
So it goes back to 9th, 10th grade. This is right before I started dating women or had any type of realization that I was a part of the LGBTQ community. I grew up in what you would say the popular crowd in high school, and that was because I played a lot of sports and a lot of these popular children were on the sports teams. So I naturally, I'm good, migrated towards that community, and they were not the nicest when it came to the LGBTQ. So now I know it's been a while since I've been in high school. I'm talking like 2009, 2010. For my younger audience, you're probably like, wow, I was like 6. Back then, being a part of the LGBTQ community was not cool. Like, people were made fun of a lot, and I know people are still made fun of for it now, but when I was in high school, it was a lot worse. Like, nowadays, there's so many open-minded people that include the LGBTQ community and things, and are super nice to the community and allies to the community, but when I was in high school, it was a lot different. We had this group in my high school, and it was an LGBTQ group, and it was a program for kids that were gay, trans, pansexual, and it was a place for them to be able to just make friends that were similar to them and just a safe space for them to feel like they belonged. When I was in high school, that group was not a cool group to be a part of. Obviously, I don't feel that way now, but back then, if you were a part of that group, you were made fun of, and that was the end of it. And me being a part of this popular group partaked in making fun of this group of kids. The reason I'm explaining this is because it was much deeper than me just making fun of a group of people. For me, it was, I low-key feel like I relate to some of these kids, but I'm not out yet, and I don't want anybody to know that I may be questioning my identity or my sexuality, so I'd rather just make fun of these people so that nobody catches on that I'm actually questioning my own person. It's hard for me to say this now because I did not mean any harm when I did it, and unfortunately kids will do things to fit in with certain crowds rather than be the bigger person and stick up for the people being made fun of. I also didn't want to lose my friends at that point in time. It sucks because now I still have some people on like Facebook that were a part of that group and who have reached out to me like, you remember when you used to make fun of me for being this and now you're transgender and you're like a role model for the LGBTQ community? And it breaks my heart because these people are so nice, and like I'm friends with them now, and it's kind of a slap in the face because the people that I was friends with back in high school that were a part of this popular group don't even look in my direction at this point in time. And the people that I made fun of are now what I would consider friends and acquaintances and people that keep in touch to see how I'm doing and vice versa. So life pretty much slapped me in the face for doing the things I've done. Because the people that I was so afraid to be myself around no longer even talk to me. And I don't want to cry wolf and say it's because I'm trans. I don't know the reason that they don't talk to me anymore, but long story short, they don't talk to me anymore. I regret everything that I've done. I didn't mean any wrong by doing it. I don't want to justify my actions and say, oh, it was because I was a kid, I didn't know any better, because deep down I knew better. I just wasn't strong enough mentally to be myself, whereas the people in the LGBTQ community were strong enough to be themselves regardless of the bullying. The reason I wanted to explain this all is because, again, it didn't sit well with me to continue advocating for a community that I once made fun of, and because I do feel really bad for the people that I may have hurt in the past for just being themselves. Also, a lot of people reach out to me and say, Kyle, how do you deal with bullies online? Like, so many people will say negative things to you online. Like, how do you keep your head above water when these people are trying to tear down your identity? And honestly, just knowing that I once did the same thing to others, knowing that the reason that I did it is because I was a part of the LGBT community and I didn't know how to cope with it. So instead I bullied people for being who I wanted to be. So I sympathize those that do bully people. Obviously, not everybody is bullying because they're a part of the LGBTQ community, but I do sympathize and realize that there are some people who may not be able to come out, who may come from toxic homes, who will not allow them to come out and be trans or non-binary or gay or lesbian. And I sympathize because I realize that deep down they may be hurting, and eventually they will come out of their shell and they will realize their wrongs and they will just be who they feel that they are supposed to be. I just try and give people the benefit of the doubt and just know that bullies are dealing with their own problems at home, and that is why they do the things they do. And that doesn't dismiss or justify their actions, because nobody should be bullying anyone. At this point in time, I think it's the corniest thing you could possibly do. How do you have so much time on your hands to just bully strangers? Like, to me, it's like mind-blowing that people to this day still do it. I don't know what people are dealing with at home, so I try and just give everybody the benefit of the doubt and just let them do whatever they need to do to make them feel better. I just wanted to tell you guys that, and I do truly apologize if anyone is watching this who I may have bullied in the past. Just know that as an adult, I'm 28 years old, as an adult, I completely take responsibility for my actions, and I am very, very sorry for what I've done. And anyone that's watching, if you have found yourself bullying anyone, or you can relate to my childhood and know that you're doing something you shouldn't be doing simply because you are hurting, just know it's not the right thing to do, and you just have to find out who you are and embrace everything about yourself and not take it out on other people. If you are somebody who is being bullied, that just know that that person is going through something, and who knows, eventually they'll grow up and realize that what they're doing is not right. I hope you guys took away something in this video. If you did like the video, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Turn on post notifications because I post once a week every Sunday. Stay blessed. I love you. Peace.